This is such a great photograph. It was taken by New Athens, Ohio photographer Joseph E. Williams sometime in the late 1800s or early 1900s. I think it's probably more than 1900s, but I'm not 100% sure. I love this picture. Just so fantastic. Aside from the fact that this is a great family photograph, you have the dad with his 5 daughters, the youngest one sitting on his lap. There's no mother here. Don't want to speculate, but times were hard back then. And we just don't know. This is a hardworking man, though. He's got these great boots. Look at these boots, you guys. Look at these boots. You know, it's interesting because he's got a suit, a suit jacket and a vest. And this is an interesting chain here. I don't think it's a gold watch chain, but who knows? It definitely looks like corduroy pants. These look like corduroy pants. And look at the socks over the pants held up by garters. And these negatives are just so fantastic because just look at the detail. You can see the corduroy, you can see the fabric, the little buttons. Oh, look at his hands. A lot of great detail. And then you get down to these boots and they're just so fantastic. These metal clasps, I remember many years ago, clasp like that. Actually, I just laughed at myself because I was in the U.S. Army. I went in at the age of 17 and we had boots, rubber boots that we would put on over top of our other boots. And they had these same clasps. So I'm getting a little chuckle out of this, but so these have been around for a long time, I guess. I did see them in gentlemen's boots many years ago also. But yeah, some great boots there. All the girls are dressed very nicely, well taken care of. And typically what would happen is a photographer would probably crop this picture kind of like this. And so you would not see anything outside of this frame. But I love to see the backgrounds in these pictures because they're so fantastic. You get to see a glimpse into the studio as if you were there that day. So on the left-hand side, you have this chair with some pillows on it. And they probably would bring the pillows in occasionally for little kids to sit on or babies to sit on. So that's probably why they're there. You see a couple layers of backdrops here. This is not his typical one. I think this is the typical one. So these were probably were on wheels and they would slide in and out. What's interesting about this picture as well is this window here. Okay, so there's a window here and I'm sure it's used to give light for when they're taking pictures. And he's got some contraptions up here. And maybe that's to diffuse light, possibly. I do know that he uses other things to diffuse light and to place light on the subject. So I know that. Okay, so here's the picture that I posted the other day. And this is right here, Joseph E. Williams home and studio. You see there's cabinet cards right here, okay? So it's very possible that maybe either this window or this window is this window. So whether it's in the front of the house or the back of the house, this is the window that he would use to allow light in to take his photographs. I think this is just such a terrific picture. I just love so much about this picture. The subjects are fantastic. The setting is just as great. And even though they would have cropped out all the background information, I just find it adds to the picture immensely. I hope you do too.